Here's a recap of our starters for Petro Gazz. It's Tacoron, Musa, Maizo Puntillas, Cheng, Sabete, Pablo, and Barbon as their starting libero. Meanwhile, for the Galeries Tower Highrisers, their starting lineup will be almost the same as their starting lineup yesterday with Pelaga, Asis, Jimenez, Perez, Encarnacion, Ronquillo, and Katindig as their starting libero.
Doing the setting chores yesterday, but right now maninigurado with Cheng. Yan din ang pinalitan naman dito sa Galeries after sticking with Emnas yesterday. Perez, who just had a great dig there, is starting for the Highrisers.
Cheng sets it up to the middle, and Tacoron scores the first points for Petro. Sabete now serving for Petro Gazz. Perez sets it up to Jimenez, who's checked by Pablo. Perez activates the middle, no go that time. Myla swings, and that is checked at the net. Maizo Puntillas, long rally here early on in the first set as Pablo checks that one. And Tacoron with back-to-back points for Petro Gazz.
And safe to say, gising na ang Angels dahil yesterday nga it was such a frustrating loss. 5 sets against the young next-led squad, but they only had a very short time to,
Sabete still at the service line with a good serve right there. Encarnacion rolls it over off the hands of Cheng, and Galeries scores their first points of the match.
So here in Jean's second game, let's tune into how the story of this rookie unfolds, Miguel and Mela.
Thank you for that report, Jana. Pablo pushes it over to the other side. Ivy goes to Ronquillo, and she gets that point off the hands of the Petro Gazz blockers.
Ronquillo.
Just like that, Mela, 5-all na kagad tayo dito sa first set.
Look at Ivy Perez. Talagang nagtuloy-tuloy na. And right now, just playing confident here against a veteran Petro Gazz.
It's been a game of runs. Petro Gazz now trails 10-9 as Isa looks to extend that lead to 2, 9-11.
So ito rin yung gusto mo sa mga generation of players ngayon. Very versatile na.
Yes, that's right. And you mentioned Bedanya drafted as a middle, playing as a wing spiker yesterday. Coach Lerma also doing the same for Julio Coronel. Sometimes a setter, sometimes a spiker. Now here's a long rally here in this match. Underhand set. Goes to Encarnacion off the hands of Pablo. And Galeries is building on their lead. 12-9.
Really making sure she gets that point using the hands of the blockers, and even got a check from Myla Pablo on floor defense.
Yeah, hold a 2-point lead over Petro Gazz. Cheng, back set. And Maizo Puntillas finds a way to score for Petro Gazz.
Alam na alam kung saan palulusutin. Look at that. And she's the type of player na hindi sobrang explosive yung approach. She really just...
The ever-reliable Maizo Puntillas. And there's a service ace by Joy Tacoron. Pelaga, the other middle of Galeries, now serving. A good serve. Sabete sends it to the other side. Asis looking for her first points of the match. Not yet. And Myla finds a way.
First line kill earlier, ngayon naman targeting the end line. But we have to credit half that point to Baby Love Barbon. Ready to cover her teammates. At saka, even may team na makalamang ng 2-3, ang bilis lang mahabol.
That's right. Ivy goes to Asis off the hands of the blockers. And there goes point number 1.
Just imagine talaga that. Hang time ang ginamit. Blockers.
Up by Sabete. Pablo off the hands of Ivy Perez, scoring for Petro Gazz.
And Jewel Encarnacion, yesterday's top scorers for their squad here in the front row.
Ronquillo with a good serve. Chisayet goes to Sabete. Off the hands of Ivy Perez. To all of your players early on, di ba? Lalo na sa mga rookies natin dito sa PVL. What a combination play by Encarnacion, but good defense from Petro Gazz. Ball is still alive. Saet goes to Sabete. Checked at the net. Off the hands of the blockers. Point for Petro Gazz. The service line. Here in set number 1. Ronquillo, Perez. Jimenez pushes it over. Saet back set. Perez goes back row to Ronquillo, who sends it over. Buitre will set this one up to Adolfo. Another long rally here. Jimenez ends it on cue.
Kanina palitan, binibigyan niya Ronquillo, Encarnacion, Jimenez rather. Back row yung inuuna niya sa tanera. And that's a testament na talagang sila yung magkakakilala talaga.
That's right. It also shows kung paano nag-i-evolve yung laro, Mela. Ngayon yung back row nagiging first option na siya eh. And just like that, they close in on the lead, 18 all.
Allowing them to score even further, like that of Julian Encarnacion's last point.
Assist with a good serve. This will be a free ball. Let's see who Ivy goes to. Sets it up, combination to Encarnacion in the middle. Pushes it back. Barbon goes to Adolfo. Checked at the net. Good save by Ronquillo. Let's see who Chiside goes to this time. Goes back to Adolfo. Another long rally. Perez takes matters into her own hands.
Nabanggit natin talagang aggressive sa atake. Kaliwete pa, napakahirap bantayan.
That attack forces Petro Gazz for the top 4 teams, the semi-finalists of her on tour, as Cheng re-announces her entry with her first ace of the match. Napakarami na. We already have 11, partner.
Look at that!
But then, parang ayaw na ni Ivy na magkaroon tayo ng tie dito.
Making such a huge impact here in set 1 for both teams as we see Myla Pablo makes a return here. Kababayans from Batangas are enjoying right now.
Another good serve from Ivy. Pontillas checked at the net.
The younger squad of the Galeries Tower Highrisers doing a seesaw battle between the two teams.
That's right, Ivy Perez. Another good run here at the service line. Sabete outside. Is there a check? Wala. And that's another point for Galeries.
They're gonna save us some minutes there.
Sabete with the serve. Pelaga checked at the net. Pablo sends us over. Jimenez off the hands of Myla. This time, scores against Isa.
Na maka-check kay Myla Pablo, but look, Myla's attack breaking down that.
Sabete serving. Perez goes to Encarnacion. A nice push there by
To replicate that effort at this most crucial part of the set for Galeries. And she did the exact opposite, handing the set 1 win to Petro Gazz.
Perez, back set to Jimenez. The Coron was there. Encarnacion. Ronquillo from the back row. Myla down the line this time.
Janelle Cheng.
Mela, second set pa lang tayo pero parang nakikita ko may magandang matchup si Ivy tsaka si Cheng. 3 points already for Ivy Perez. Cheng with 1 ace as Petro Gazz gets that point.
Magulang. And wala na rin siyang space para sa better approach, but it never found this rotation.
She has Jimenez and Ronquillo in front. Myla, cross court, specialty of the house. Myla ties the game.
That her team played, adding that yes, it is more playing time than usual, but she credits this to Coach Koji, who wholeheartedly imparted his trust on lots of his young guns yesterday. As AA tells me, and I quote, "Bawat minuto nandun ako, goal."
So far, here in the second set, mas maganda yung nagiging simula ng Angels.
Ng Aiza with a good set. Serve rather.
Oh!
One-hand set and that works.
Combination play, pero set to zone 5 near the end line, and that is her second time in this match finding that opening. Now, of course, now that's not the case.
That's
Talagang she has grown into a more creative athlete. Pero iba pa rin yung lakas pag down the line. But speaking of ibang lakas, Ronquillo breaking down.
6-4. Petro with the lead. Cheng. Back row Pablo.
Myla Pablo from anywhere in the court. Enough to see a confident Myla Pablo.
The resurgence and serve. Sabete receives. Palo niya rin. And that attack by Sabete gives them a 3-point. Ivy, who has been great for Galeries. Pontillas tries to send it over. Sabete, cross court. Good read there by Katindig. The hands of Barbon.
And iwan na iwan actually si Dacoron for that Jimenez block. But I was surprised na Jimenez chose down the line. It was sailing out. Pero si Barbon...
Of the Petro Gazz Angels, they are very heavy on scouting. So hindi na kailangan lahat sabihin kasi parang,
nagawa na nila yun
yes,
sa
that's
training
right.
preparation.
And just like that,
Lalo na time out during games like lang. Pero you know that they understand each other kasi look at the way the players just...
let's see if they can take the lead in this sequence or if Galeries can take it side out. Perez, back set. Jimenez had to adjust. Cheng! Unable to get there on time. Highrisers get the side out in that sequence. Now it's Baliton heading to the service line. A little bit lucky there. That's on my life, I'm not mistaken. Sabete, target of that serve. Pontillas. Check.
Back-to-back block points from the Highrisers. And these players aren't easy to block, ha?
Yes.
Pontillas and Myla pa.
Isa. 15-12 now. Slowly pulling away are the Highrisers. Targeting Sabete again. Buitre stops the bleeding for Petro Gazz.
Becomes more productive with Emnas dahil sila yung kahapon magkasama eh.
As it loads, Emnas goes to Ronquillo.
Parang express set yung set na yun ni Emnas.
Ronquillo with the serve. Grazes the net but still good. Sabete down the line. Gets it to go for Petro Gazz.
Ganda ng set na yan ni Chisa. Eh, sobrang lambot ng kamay eh. Parang pinresya. Kung sakto yung bigay eh.
Emnas goes to Bidanya, who's in as a wing spiker again this game. Outside, is there a touch? No, none called, but Petro Gazz quick to call for a challenge. After that,
Bawiin na lang.
Emnas goes to Asis, check at the net, ball is still alive. What a save there by Bidanya. De Guzman, check, Emnas, one hand set to Asis again. Still no go for Jean. Third time's the charm. No combination. What a play from Galeries, but that sails outside. And now Asis heating up in this match. Serving for Galeries, targeting De Guzman. Sabete off the hands of the blockers. Good up by Jean. Encarnacion. Mahabol ba? No. Sabete runs out of space.
He has been going to the same spot to shine for the Galeries Tower Highrisers. 14 points yesterday, and she doesn't slot.
It's a gamble that coaches are willing to make. Perez keeps the ball up. Cheng goes to Sabete. A good dig there by Katindig. This will be a free ball for Galeries. Ivy checks her blockers. Goes to Baliton, and that is good for Galeries.
Highrisers, doon talaga sila nagkakaproblema sa service receive eh. But right now they have the...
2015 Milo Pablo to, batang-bata yung mga...
Parang 2011 na rookie year.
It's good to see our players back in top shape as Jimenez pushes that to the other side. Back set by Cheng. Pontillas.
Ito anong year? 2007.
Yes.
This is when you can expect these veterans to go all out. Dahil, again, ayaw na nila nangyari kahapon. Mostly coming off their errors din or kaya nagbibigay sila ng mga madadaling bola for the Angels.
And speaking of madadaling bola, no rally that time as Petro Gazz is ace. We'll take a look at the point of the set, which is brought to us by Myra. Be Vita Brighter with Myra's vitamin-powered whitening lotion. Petro Gazz now up 2. Galeries that has some fight in them to extend this match. Ivy Perez with the serve, targeting Barbon. Pablo is checked again by Jimenez.
Medyo nakita natin kanina sinusumpong. Tignan natin if she can get through this match. But look at Baliton, just stepping up her game. And she's really owning it since her entrance in this match. Ganda ng kabig doon.
Good reception too from yes, Encarnacion is getting ready to serve for Galeries. This reception there by Barbon. Contillas, free ball goes to Galeries. Perez to Paran who pushes it. Underhand set to Puntillas. Check and blocked at the net.
Definitely, we've seen more efficient games from Nang Aiza.
Ivy Perez sets it up to Axis.
I thought it was a free spike drill.
No work. Jimenez, 1-2 play by Ivy. We haven't seen that in a while. Axis runs, is checked at the net. And that reception goes straight to the first referee.
Very talented rookie. One-on-one, meet you on top. Jonas Sabete gets the ball.
Paran. Pablo was there. Sabete, cross court. Good dig by Andal. Asis with another attack who's checked at the net. Cheng to Dacoron. Dumps it in the middle. Good anticipation by Andal. One-hand dig by Nang Aiza, and the ball is still alive. Asis, not this time, says the rookie. Cheng now at the service line. Good reception by Jimenez. Perez goes to Encarnacion, finds a way to hit that one. Perez met at the net. Jewel tries again. Challenges the Petro Gazz defense. Sabete goes cross. Andal has been spectacular in set 3. And that goes in for Galeries.
In this match against Petro Gazz, it's their back row attacks. They've been utilizing those back row hitters very often since the beginning of this game.
Asis now serving 4 points now for the rookie. Cheng goes to Dacoron and off the hands of Baliton. Gets the point for Petro Gazz.
Ito na lang ang kalamangan dito ng Galeries.
Sabete now serving for the 8. A good reception by Jimenez as Baliton gets that point back for Galeries.
Coach Lerma.
9 points now for Rosel. Next to Isa Jimenez who leads the Galeries.
Adjusting to the higher sets na nabibigay sa kanya.
Paran, misreception. Encarnacion running out of space.
Joy Dacoron, I think she's working on being a best server. Third ace of the match.
10 points now for Joy. Good battle now between Joy and
9 points na, oo.
very efficient also.
Yes, 64% attack efficiency for Rosel Baliton.
Cheng sets up Puntillas. Lutong.
Si Tricia pala napapanood ko yung mga ganyang play niya eh. Pag double quick talaga eh.
Ivy back set. Checked at the net was Encarnacion. Tries again. Tries to drop this one this time. Cheng goes to Tiamzon. Cheng back set to Puntillas. Pushes it. Experience. Now serving for Galeries is Encarnacion. Good reception by Sabete. Goes to Buitre. Quickly apologizes to Paran.
Sportsmanship exchange in the middle of the court. And right now, we're looking at Tolentino being injected in the game by Coach Koji.
Andal, Perez, back set. Miscommunication there from Tempiatura and Sabete.
Actually had a good touch from the blockers, but that confusion from the floor defenders did not work for the Angels.
Baliton now serving for Galeries. Targeting the libero. Over reception, Tolentino had to adjust and unable to make anything out of it.
This is another challenge. Second tempo kind of sets.
Yeah.
So mas nakakabuelo siya, may backswing, mas may puwersa.
Running attack this time. Good read by Tiamzon. Sabete off the hands of the blockers. Ball is still alive. What a save by Galeries. Buitre.
And look at Marian Buitre connecting with Tolentino.
Number 11 pick. Tolentino with a serve.
Lucky shot there for Jimenez. Whether or not she got this point, she's been very productive here with her back row hits.
Assis now at the service line.
This is also another advantage, having Baliton in the front. Right now, Assis is scoring an ace. What a time for the Galeries Tower Highrisers, now tied at 18 against Petro Gazz.
That ace forces Coach Koji to call another timeout. Scores. A good serve by Sabete. Perez goes to Baliton. Tempiatura goes to De Guzman and scores her first points of the match.
Look at the Petro Gazz Angels celebrating that point from De Guzman. The PVL, because definitely she has something to bring in the league.
Perez combination. Baliton has been very efficient for the Highrisers in this match. And we've seen a lot of that. Tolentino setting up Dacoron, who's checked by Baliton.
On cue this match, not until she met with Rosel Baliton. Look at that.
Still at the service line. 20 all is our score. Good reception by Tempiatura. Tolentino, good set to De Guzman. Andal to Encarnacion, cross court. That goes in and Galeries.
Tempiatura, but not enough for Sabete to get to save that ball. Encarnacion owning that.
The medical team of Petro Gazz, let's hope it's nothing serious. Perez with a good serve. Tempiatura, underhand set to Tiamzon, out of system. Encarnacion, who's been hot in set number 3. Reports for us, come in.
Right, Miguel and Mela, I was able to speak to the physical therapist of the Petro Gazz Angels. She told me it's nothing serious for Vila Barbon. I was told
Also warming up prior to their match against the Flying Titans. Andal with a good reception, back set. Jimenez is checked.
Look at that. Isa Jimenez, she's been quite productive through learning from all those points earlier from Jimenez, and now blocking her at the perfect time.
It's been a game of runs in this match. No lead is safe. Free ball for the Angels. Tolentino goes to Tiamzon. And that sails on the hands of Galeries, and they regain the lead. For the match, Musa. Andal with the reception. Encarnacion. Combination. Good dig by Tiamzon. Eyes of Bontillas. Cross court. Perez was there.
The hometown gem of Batangas. It's talaga eh.
For Joel Encarnacion, it doesn't matter kung naka-purple, naka-green, naka-red, naka-teal. Everyone cheering on. Serves. Short serve. Free ball, Petro. Is this the ball game? Buitre unable to send it over. Tiamzon with her 4th point of set 3 gives Petro Gazz their first win of the PVL on tour pre-season tournament. Watch this point of the set brought to us by Myra. Be Vita Brighter with Myra's vitamin-powered whitening lotion. 4 points from Tiamzon, all in the 4th set. Crucial kill block. We'll be back to wrap this baby up.